You see the stories on the news, predators using the power of privacy of the internet to lure kids away.
And tonight, a rare insight from a local teen who fell victim about exactly how he did it. She shared her story with K2 problem solver Carrie Tomlinson to save other kids from being lured online.
Come here. Oh, it's doggies.
Homework is harder now for Shelby Eichner, now 20. The once straight-A student and volleyball player sometimes struggles to focus, even survive. Her life interrupted, shattered by a predator who lured her away.
Basically, I would say that he ruined everything inside.
How did he do it? Shelby says he used strategies, psychological, destructive, to get total control over her. Strategies that could work on any child, including teens from happy homes like hers. They met on a dating site. She was 17. Anthony Pranzetti from Lake Oswego was 29, but claimed to be 22. She said family was important. It was to him too. She loved sports and travel. He did too. She was school-oriented and goal-oriented. He told her he wanted to go back to school.
What are you looking for? What do you want in a guy? What's your type of guy? And then they just become that. But they don't do it like, oh my gosh, this guy's totally lying. They do it in a way that's, I am so lucky right now to have found this great person.
This great person was about to put Shelby through a test on their first meeting at the movies after weeks of talking online and on the phone.
And I went, and he was late. Texted me though and was like, hey, I'm running late, I'm doing this or that. And I was like, oh, it's fine.
After an hour of waiting, she was done.
As I start to leave, he goes, oh, no, I'm pulling in right now. And so I was like, oh, okay. Not thinking like, how weird is it that the second I'm pulling out of the parking spot, you magically show up?
She stayed one step closer to being under his control.
He wasn't like away. He was watching the entire time, seeing how far he can push me, which is something that predators do.
She fell in love quickly. Her first real relationship. She says he studied her, what she feared to later use it against her, and what she loved to later take it away. She says if she wanted to spend time with her family or friends, he begged her to spend time with him instead. And eventually she did, teaching her she could never say no to him. Soon that became crucial.
Every time he'd be able to push me just a little bit further.
One night, he wanted them to watch a video together at his house. She had a final at school the next morning and was tired.
And he looked at me and I was like, no, we just started the movie, like stay till the end. And I was like, we just started it, like I can't. And then he was like, I know what I have a pill for you. It's just like a caffeine pill.
She did not know it was meth.
That was somebody I trusted. If I was to go to a house party, yeah, I would think that somebody might drug me there, but never would I think that my boyfriend would do that.
Her boyfriend was actually a pimp. With the meth and psychological strategies, then kidnapping and violence, he controlled her, broke her down, forced her to have sex with people for money. It lasted for months until he passed out in his car from drugs and was arrested. Only then did she learn Anthony Pranzetti was a convicted sex offender who had forced other younger teens in Oregon and Washington into prostitution. Through the violence, the drugs, the brainwashing, Shelby survived. Many victims do not.
There were times where I didn't think I would, and I would have rather not have. But now I'm very happy to just be alive.
We can tell you Pranzetti is now in prison for his crimes. And for resources to keep your kids from falling victim to predators like him, go to KATU.com, click on Inside K2 and look for the Hot Links section.